Hello all, and welcome to HME Insights, our exclusive customer webinar series dedicated to empowering you with the knowledge to maximize your HME technology. Today, we're excited to introduce NEXEO's latest feature, Text and Connect. In this session, we'll guide you through the implementation and optimal usage of this innovative product, ensuring you can leverage its full potential to enhance your operations. Please use the Q&A function to ask any questions throughout today's presentation. Today, we're excited to have Rhonda Utley joining us. Rhonda is a Senior Customer Success Advisor at HME, where she exemplifies a commitment to customer excellence. With over 17 years of experience in the technology industry, Rhonda brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our session. Before I hand it over to Rhonda, I want to go back a little in time and better explain how NEXEO is changing the role of audio in the QSR space. HME first introduced our audio system back in the 1980s as drive-thrus were gaining in popularity. We've introduced a few other systems over the next couple of decades, and in 2003, we came out with our equivalent of the cassette tape, the wireless IQ system. Some of you on this call likely still have these in your restaurants today. That's over 20-year-old technology that still works, but it's old. Then, in 2014, we introduced our version of the CD with EOS. Superior quality, great sound, and extremely reliable. However, these systems had the same challenges as cassette tapes and CDs. What you bought on day one was what you got in year 3 or 4. There were no changes made to the hardware. It's now 2024, and NEXEO is making headlines, the communication platform of the future. It's extremely flexible. There are 3 different offerings, so you can choose the one that best fits your current operational needs, whether that's NEXEO Core, our entry-level offering, or our AI-ready level NEXEO Pro. You choose what's right for you. It's that flexible. It's so flexible that if you choose to enter at the NEXEO Core level and later decide you want to move to NEXEO or NEXEO Pro, you don't need to go out and purchase any new equipment. HME will simply upgrade you over the air and implement the additional features depending on the level that currently suits your needs. Of course, there are additional costs associated with the upgrade, but no technician needs to come out to your restaurant and install any new equipment. So while you may not be ready for voice AI order taking today, NEXEO is uniquely designed with AI in mind. In fact, we're currently partnering with all of the relevant voice AI companies out there to integrate NEXEO with their voice AI engines. Several brands are currently rolling out or testing in large quantities NEXEO Pro and their specific voice AI provider. So what does this all mean for you? It means the NEXEO you buy today or that you bought last month will not be the same NEXEO in 3 months or 6 months, or even a year from now. We will frequently deliver over-the-air upgrades to all levels of NEXEO and are adding new features at no cost to you. You'll continue to get these added benefits of these features as long as you're with HME. Partnering with HME will set you up for the restaurant of the future, whenever that might happen for you. And now, Rhonda will take you into a deeper dive into the platform so you can get to know NEXEO's latest feature, Text and Connect.
Thank you, Caitlin. Welcome, everyone. Let's discuss this new feature that will be available on your NEXEO communication platform. Text and Connect is the newest feature we are releasing that gives you the ability to be able to log into your HME Cloud portal and type a message that is translated into an audible alert played in real time over the headsets. This can be done at one location to just a single group of headsets, or it can be done across all of your locations. It's essentially the ability to send a real-time message to any and all of your headsets. It's also the foundation that we're going to use for a lot of other things in the future. We are very excited to launch this new feature. We are growing the HME platform. NEXEO is built for the future. The beauty of what we have built is that we can continue to enhance, add feature sets and functionality. The cloud connection allows us to remotely troubleshoot and push updates to the system, which ultimately allows us to grow alongside our customers and their changing needs. We are going beyond 4 walls with Text and Connect, taking it beyond the store and allowing people from the comfort of their home or their corporate office to be able to stay in contact with crew members inside the restaurant. This is a very modernized communication. There are a lot of age ranges that work within the restaurant. The younger generation, they're used to text to speech. Think of Siri or Alexa. They are used to that modernized type of information flowing through the headset. This is a great way to keep in contact with your crew members. It can be a personalized touch, not a canned message. You can type out your own custom message. We'll get into some of those examples in just a minute here. We really want to keep them connected as best as possible. It can make the job fun and engaging. It gets really busy in the restaurant. And the more rewarding touch that can be added, you can keep retention across the board and keep morale high. This could be a tool to give the crew kudos or keep them apprised of anything going on. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the benefits. This communication method allows you to touch all stores, all employees across various shifts and extended business hours. So if you're an owner-operator or you're a franchisee, you don't always have the ability to be in the restaurant 100% of the time, which means you don't get to meet all the employees. This is one way that you can extend information or kudos across all shifts and employees. Maybe you might not necessarily meet when you're doing a store visit. So it really keeps you in contact with everyone that's working within the restaurant and makes them feel valued. It can keep leadership and crew relationships cultivated as the organization grows and changes. This industry sees turnover, and this could be a method to stay connected to new hires and get them pumped and excited to work at your store. Owners are always looking for ways to stay in touch, and this tool will be one of the ways to help stay in contact. This provides recognition in real time to keep team members motivated, engaged, and connected to operations. This tool allows you to be in the ear of the crew and give them kudos or let them know they are number one on the leaderboard. With leaderboard, you are able to send smack talk messages, but you only see that when you're looking at the dashboard. Now with Text and Connect, you can turn that into an audible message. You are touching every employee rather than just those standing in front of the dashboard. It's an easy way to celebrate wins, congratulate on achievements, and highlight exceptional milestones in a rewarding, fun way. There's an operational aspect to this as well. You can keep in tune with all of your different goals and things you want them to focus on. You can give them feedback on how they are performing within the restaurant. Maybe you'd like the crew to focus on a specific area or maybe address upselling something. Also, this is all done through the cloud or a mobile view. Think of your cell phone. Any internet connected device like an iPad, cell phone will work. The message voice is similar to our voice engine today as well. So what we're looking at here is a visualization of NEXEO. This depicts all the different workflows and positions that a restaurant is trying to operate at a given time. You can see why it's really critical and important for people to stay in touch, not only with one another within the restaurant. Each role needs different information, and this is a really powerful tool to be able to stay in constant contact and give them that information they need to hear when they need to hear it. We have ways of being able to set up groups and profiles within the system so that you can hear the information you need for your position. For instance, if you only want your mobile order runner to hear a message about something specific, with Text and Connect, you can set it up where messages only go to that group so that you're not cluttering all that information that everyone's hearing within the headset. And we'll get into a little bit more about how you do that. First, let's look at some use cases. These are not limited examples, but some possible use cases how you could use Text and Connect. One area might be operational information that you might want to share with your crew or all of your crews across your stores. Let's say there's a shift manager who wants to notify a neighboring store to be on the lookout for fraudulent bills. Congratulatory or celebratory is another example. Perhaps highlighting a promotion or a work anniversary. Urgent requests is another example. Maybe a manager is running low on something, say cups, and they need to borrow from another store within their district. They could send a message out en masse to let them know they need something. Perhaps a manager may want to notify the store if HME tech support has been trying to get a hold of them. That might be another way of them notifying the store. Our last example is promotional offers. So this could be a reminder to upsell a particular limited time offer. So what we're looking at here is if you're sending it to a single store. As I mentioned, this can be sent to single or multiple. This is a visual of picking up your phone or getting on your laptop to pick out that store that you want to send the message to. And here's a visual of sending to multiple stores. When sending to multiple stores, you can segment it to go to different groupings within a restaurant. The example we are showing tells the store that their contest has ended and they are announcing which store won the contest. So they can all hear that in real time. It's very easy to use. So you will log into the HME Cloud. At the top right-hand side, next to Smack Talk, you will see a Text and Connect emblem with a headset. You click on that and it takes you straight into the page where you'll select the stores. Once that you select the stores, the one you want to receive the message, you will type in your message and then hit send. The store will hear that in real time. There are some caveats to when the employees hear the message, and we'll get into that in just a minute. All right, so we've put in some user permissions and we'll go through all of that. You must have a user credentials to be able to log into the HME Cloud portal. You have to have a valid username and password to be able to send a text and connect message. In addition to that, you also need to have the permission available to your role to be able to send that message. The administrator of your cloud account can set certain users to have access to send the message. You simply need to go into the user role and select that permission from the basic and advanced sections. Once Text and Connect is selected, the user has the permission to send messages. The user will not see the Text and Connect logo at the top of their screen until that permission is selected. If you are having trouble turning this on, we recommend reaching out to your cloud admin. Another requirement is you have to have your NEXEOs registered on your cloud account. They do not have NEXEOs, they will not be able to hear the messages. They must be on our NEXEO or NEXEO Pro tier, as that supports our voice commands. There are no additional fees for this feature. It's part of your tier if you're on NEXEO or NEXEO Pro. Lastly, you will need to be on our latest firmware. We handle that in the background for you, but if you are not on our latest firmware, which is 3.3 and up, you certainly can contact our tech support team and we'll assist with that. We're going to walk through the process. We have a couple of different visuals for you to see this. This is a visual step-by-step on how you use this feature. This is what it will look like when you log into the cloud. So you're going to log in and you will see that new image on the top right-hand side. You'll click on that and then you'll see a drop-down of all the stores that are eligible. Essentially select the store or multiple stores that you want to send that message to. Next, you'll see a text box appear where you can type your message. You can type up to 280 characters. We support basic numbers and punctuation. If there is something that's not supported, you'll see that appear as an error message. This lets the user know it's a non-supported character. It will not let them send the message until they correct that error. Text and Connect is only available in English for now. We've also built a history tab. Along with permissions, we also wanted to share history of the messages that have been sent. Within the cloud, you will be able to access a history tab. You can see who sent the message, who received the message, the full message, and a timestamp that the message was sent. This gives the admin a view of who is taking advantage utilizing this tool. It also lets the admin evaluate the users using the feature. They may find that they need to add more users to stay connected with their teams. Messages will remain in the system for 30 days for people to view. Right, this next one has a video that I will play alongside while I read the steps on how to add HME to your phone. You can add the HME Cloud to your phone. Think of it more as a hot link, right? So I'm going to play the video. I'll walk through the steps and then I'll play the video again. So what's happening is someone has logged into their phone. From their phone, you'll start by opening your browser. Then you'll search HME Cloud. At the bottom of the phone, you will see three symbols. Click on the one on the left, the export share button. It looks like a box with an arrow kind of going through it. Once you've clicked on that, scroll down to add to home screen. You will now see HME Cloud as an app on your phone screen. When you click on it, it will open HME Cloud and you can enter your credentials. So I'll go ahead and play the video once more. And what you'll see is starting from the beginning, searching HME Cloud, going in and adding it to the home screen. Once it's added, you'll see a little image pop up there. And when you click on that image, it will allow you to access the cloud and enter your credentials. So we recommend doing that because it makes it really easy to send a text and connect message from your phone. So we walked through what it looks like when you log in through the cloud. Now we have a video of someone entering a message on the cloud. So they're clicking on that text and connect area. They're selecting the store, and now they're writing their message. And because this is a very small visual, I'll go ahead and read the message to you. Store 8, your replenishment will arrive between 12 and 2 p.m. today. So that's the message they wanted to send to that particular store. Once you hit send the message, you're getting that confirmation that the message has been sent. So next we'll play how it sounds in the headset. One thing I want to point out before I play the sound will be louder in your headset than what we're going to hear in this video. It's closer to your ear, and so the sound's much louder in the headset. Here's the first message.
Congrats on being number 1 on the leaderboard. Stacy will bring in pizza at 2 p.m.
So they were congratulating them being number 1 on the leaderboard, and they were going to reward them with pizza. So the next message is going to be the message that was sent before.
Store 8, your replenishment will arrive between 12 and 2 p.m. today.
Store 8, your replenishment will arrive. So that's what it sounds like in the headset. Now let's get into message routing. You can segment groups that hear text and connect messages. You can set up routing on the base station to redefine which groupings of communication channels hear text and connect messages. By default, we have these going to drive-through 1, drive-through 2, and the crew. But if you have additional positions that you're going to be using that you would like those messages to go to, you do have to go into the message center, then to text and connect message that lives in there by default, and then you'll edit that message. You'll pick the different positions you want that message to be routed to. If you don't want to distract your drive-through and you want everybody to hear the message, you can unselect the drive-through and make sure that they're not an eligible group to be able to receive that message. You can also route these to the ceiling speakers in the event that you're using ceiling speakers. This would allow all to hear that message. We have put in some protection layers as well. The customer interaction with the crew is the highest priority when it comes to hearing things in the headset. If there is a customer conversation going on in lane 1 or 2, or the button is engaged on your headset, or a car is at the menu detector, it's not going to send a message to the headset until you disengage or the car leaves the detection point. Anyone wearing a headset that is not engaged with a customer would hear the message in real time. For the crew that might be busy interacting with customers, the message will be queued and will wait for the car or cars to leave the detectors. This is to ensure that they are not interrupted. We want to be mindful that it does not interfere with conversations that are happening. This is going to conclude the information about Text and Connect. Before we turn it over for questions, the last thing that I'd like to mention is that we have additional training resources on the cloud. You can find those additional training within the training portal. There are many videos and documents on our training portal, and we will continue to add more and more training as we release new features. All right, I'm going to turn it over for questions.
Great. Thank you, Rhonda. We have a couple of questions. How long will the messages be stored in the cloud?
So when you go to that history page, you're going to see 30 days worth of the messages being stored.
Another question, do we have the option to save specific messages for a longer period of time? Example, if you had a work anniversary, could you save the message, happy work anniversary, and then have it play every year?
Not yet. Our team will continue to enhance our features, but not yet.
If I log into the cloud and I don't see Text and Connect, what do I do, or what are my next steps?
Great question. So you're going to start with permissions. If you're the cloud admin, you're going to go into roles and ensure you have enabled the permission. If you're not the admin, please go to your admin and they will be able to get you set up. Next, we have to make sure the Nexios are registered and the tier needs to be on Nexeo and Nexeo Pro, so not our lower tiers. Last, you want your Nexeo to be on the latest firmware. So I mentioned it's going to be 3.3 and up. You can see this on the base station, but HME essentially handles that in the background. If you do find that you're not on our latest firmware, our tech support team can certainly help and get you upgraded to the latest.
Just want to add, if you haven't received your login or your admin hasn't received a cloud login, please check spam folders and then also follow up with your sales representative or technical support and we can have that resent. Another question that we had, as we have time a little bit, can we repeat messages?
Yeah, you should be able to repeat messages, yes.
Just to clarify, you just would go into their history tab and then select and resend. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability yet to schedule or click the message and say resend. You just have to would copy and paste back into that.
Right. Yeah, it's sending in real time.
Do we have any other, is English the only available language currently?
Yes, currently English is the way that we're starting this off.
Perfect. And we do know we are actively working towards French and Spanish in both of those languages, as we know a lot of people use those. So for those of you, if any of your questions were not answered during today's call, we will be following up with you. Thank you, Rhonda, for sharing your time and your expertise, and thank everyone for joining us today for our introductory coverage of Text and Connect. A recording of today's webinar will be available in the HME training portal that is available right in the cloud or hme.com/training. This is also where you'll find additional in-depth videos and how-to guides on Nexeo. So please join us in our next webinar. We're going to be reviewing the Nitro timer. So thank you all for your time.